Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Combatcast. The man called Dave, Chef Rudy, and our special guest, returning guest, the mighty Mateo Gonzalez. 3-1, getting ready to come back and kick some ass. Welcome to the show, man.
Hey, it's good to be back, man. You guys are kind of cutting out a little bit. I don't know if it's my connection or
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
how do-
Let us know if we cut out too much.
let me uh let me leave and try to join back in.
All right, that's fine.
Okay.
We can do this. Got to operate on his phone this time. So
Yeah.
last time we did it, we were on the.
Clearly, the
desktop.
man's busy. He's making time for us during training. So
Yeah, no, we appreciate it. And technical difficulties. He's probably not done a ton of interviews. I know he did another one besides us, but I don't think he's done a lot. So, he's trying to do it at his gym. Nice kid, trying to balance everything. So,
much appreciated.
yeah, we'll ask him. For those people tuning in right now, we're going to talk to Mateo. We're going to ask him about his upcoming fight. What maybe he learned from his last time out, what he'll be changing up, and maybe some of his little pro wrestling experience he had recently too.
Obviously, we're not going to hold him too long because we're holding up his training, so we don't want to hold on to him too long.
Yeah, absolutely that. So I got him right here on cell two. So let me just I'll send him another link.
This is what happens when you do a live podcast.
Live
Technical
podcast,
difficulties
man.
are going to happen.
We are back.
We're back.
He's
Oh
back.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I love it. I sent you another link just in case, but all right.
Yeah,
So-
man, I had to go find Shannon and get the Wi-Fi password, man.
Oh, there you go.
We're out in the boonies right now, man.
That's awesome, man. Hey, I told you before, we got a mutual friend, Mike Caldwell, there. And we've had the same issue sometimes when he goes on too. Like, it's always the worst connection.
Yeah, man, and we're in like the West Texas area, man. So the Wi-Fi down here is it's no bueno.
Hey, so, big fight. Why don't we just start off with that? Tell people who you're fighting and where's it going to be?
All right, so I'm fighting February 11th in Beaumont, Texas, against Corey Sutcliffe. He's an up-and-comer out of Australia, and I think he's coming down, I think, in a couple of weeks to come finish out his fight camp at Greg Jackson's camp. And then we decided to jump back in there, man, against a tough game opponent.
Yeah.
I feel as though he's going to bring out the best in me, and I just got to just take him out, man. Just work my way back up the ladder. It's going to be a tough challenge, man. But I plan on making it look as easy as possible.
So, I heard someone say once that you either win or you learn, right? And so, like, that's a good way to look at it. So, like, going with that, what do you think last time? Like, what was something you go, okay, you know what? Maybe we'll change this up, or because you had a great attitude right after, and I watching you, man. Like, I was like, all right, he's fucking game though. Like, you hung in there the whole time. So, what did you learn? What did you think? Like, okay, like in a good way or bad?
So some of the good things that I took from it, man, is I need to go back to the basics, man. Like for the last fight, I kind of just worked primarily nothing but but wrestling and jiu-jitsu. And with this fight, this guy's a Muay Thai fighter, so I'm gonna have to go back to the basics, man, and just go back to where everything started at. I'm training with my brother again on the weekends, and man, we're training in his cold ass garage, man, and that's kind of where we started at, man. We started in the garage working the fundamentals of boxing. And the only thing different now is, I'm able to, add in there the kickboxing aspect, the takedowns and all that. And we're just, adding on to where we began. And, there's a lot of things in that last fight, man, that I wish I would have did a little bit different, but, I took my loss. I learned a lot, and I just got to just bounce back. That guy that I fought, man, he trains with some of the best fighters in the world. And, me, little old dude from West Texas, man, gave him, the fight of his life. And I feel as though if we meet again, a year or two from now, the fight's gonna be a lot more. It's gonna be a lot different, man. I fought him on on my worst day, and I gave him hell.
Yeah, there's a lot of hype behind that guy for sure. I'm sure he has a bright future, but I agree with you. I think, if you catch him on a different day, you might give him the business,
Yeah, man, I beat him, 9 out of 10 times, but not throwing any shade at him, man. He did what he had to do. He showed up, well prepared, and I got to be able to beat these guys on my worst day, man. But hats off to him. He did what he had to do. He took the win. He's 2-0 now, but we'll see who makes it to the top first.
Yeah, that's right. So looking forward, you said that your next opponent's a Muay Thai fighter. What else do you know about him? You think that you match up well when it comes to a ground game? Then you think you have the advantage?
Man, whenever it comes to the ground game, I feel as though the jiu-jitsu and MMA, aspect that my coach John Moore teaches, man, it's just levels ahead of just about everyone, man. It goes to show like with some of the amateurs we have, man. We have one guy here, Lee Fergoso. He's 4-0 as an amateur. All of his wins have come by. No, he has 3 wins that came by submission and 1 win that came by decision. And we just have a bunch of up and coming amateurs, man. And John Moore, Shannon, and what Lewis Luna has done for this team, man. I feel as though our MMA gym and all that, it's just levels above all these other guys, man. And going back to what you're saying, I feel as though if I take anyone down, I feel as though I can, outwork them and get the submission. I just feel like my jiu-jitsu is just levels ahead of just about everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is there like in terms of like you said about your training, getting back to the basics? I'm just kind of curious. What about like I don't know if we talked about this last time. What about diet, like and stuff like that? Is there anything you have to change for that, or is everything like that just pretty solid?
Man, to be honest, I kind of just watch what I eat, man.
Yeah.
The diet's really good. I've always known how to diet. I used to run track and cross country, so I always had to maintain a specific weight, just to, do good whenever I compete. And I've always been pretty healthy eater. Growing up, my mom used to just cook the healthiest things that she could find. Because me and all my brothers, we're all athletes growing up, and all that stuff is stuck with me until I, even whenever I got into MMA and all that.
So I know Chevy's going to have another question for you. I wanted to ask you too, just talking about like cross country, because that got me thinking here. Do you think that helped you with the discipline of being an MMA fighter, your background in cross country?
Man, absolutely. I think the discipline and all that aspect has helped that a lot because my whole burning desire going through middle school and high school was to make it to state because no one in my family had made it to state in cross country. Of course, one of my brothers did, but he qualified. Him and his teammates qualified as a team, and no one in my family qualified as an individual, and I always had to sacrifice friendships, relationships, and just having fun, man. Like in order to make it to state, I made it to state my senior year, and it took me 5-6 years just to get there, and I had to work 3 times as hard I had to work 3 times as hard as everyone that was competing around me because I was never naturally gifted. So I always just had to work hard, man, for everything that I had, and all that transitioned over into MMA. Like I'm not the most gifted fighter, but so I have to train twice as hard, 3 times as hard as everyone else. Growing up, man, I was always the run of my family, so I always just had to work 3 times as hard just to keep up with my brothers and all that because they're always naturally gifted and I wasn't. So I just think all that transitioned over to MMA. Like every now and then I run into someone that's a lot stronger than me or a lot faster than me. And then I get mad, man. I go home and I'm just like, I ain't gonna let this person beat me up tomorrow, man. So I always got to come back and just get the one up.
Yeah, mentality is arguably the most important aspect when it comes to MMA for sure.
Yeah, and like every now and then, man, I'll be at the gym and everyone will beat my ass on a bad day, and I'll go home and I'll tell my girlfriend, I'm like, God damn, Ash, everyone beat my ass today, and I'll be like, get done taking a shower, I'll think about everything, I'll be like, man, I'm gonna come back and kick everyone's ass tomorrow.
Yeah, that's the way to be. Yeah. So, we talked a little bit last time we talked to you about some of your hobbies outside of training and MMA, because it can't be your whole life. So do you have any interest in these new slap fight leagues that are coming around? They seem to be prominent. Obviously Dana White's starting one or whatever, but there's other ones out there. You got any interest in these?
Man, I've only seen like highlights and stuff, man. I can't watch that shit, man. I don't know.
It's cringy, right?
It is, man. Like, I don't know. I just can't stand the fact that grown men are just slapping each other.
Yeah. I think. I'm with you.
I got a question. I want to jump on that actually, because we talked about last time, if I remember correctly. You were talking. You're a gamer too, once in a while, right? There's some games you like to play too. Still.
Yeah.
What are you playing these days?
Man, I'm playing the new Crash Bandicoot right now.
Oh hell yeah,
man! So like a while back, I bought all the Crash Bandicoots, all the old ones, to catch back up, man. Because I haven't played those games since I was a kid on the PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1. And Crash Bandicoot, it's about time. Barely came out, maybe like last year. Mm-hmm. And my girlfriend got me a PlayStation card for Christmas, and I went and bought a Crash Bandicoot. It's about time. And then I bought Destroy All Humans, man, like a little alien game.
Nice.
Yeah, those are just some games, man. I used to play as a kid, and I was like, dang, man, it'd be good to get that nostalgic feeling again.
Yeah, Crash Bandicoot is classic for sure.
Man, one of the simplest but funnest games, man, out there.
Yeah, great character design for that one for sure.
Man, the PlayStation Network needs to sponsor me.
Yeah, let's go.
Hey, now are you you're on PS on PlayStation? Are you on Xbox or anything too, or?
Man, I used to be on the Xbox, man, but I think my senior year of high school, I transitioned back to PlayStation. I think all through middle school, all the way up until like my junior or sophomore year, man, I was primarily just Xbox. And shout out to my cousin, man, but he blew up my Xbox. Man, we put so many hours on Call of Duty Black Ops 2, man, and he fried my Xbox.
Are you on Twitch?
No, I mean I'm not on Twitch, man. I don't have enough time, man.
Oh, I get it.
He's got that West Texas internet too. He can't be on Twitch.
Yeah, man. In the middle of a live stream, that shit will cut out.
So, all right, we talked about your next fight. We talked about how you done your last fight. There's a couple other things I want to ask you about. BCW Pro Wrestling. I saw you were a special referee for some of that stuff. I think I know how that came about, but and by the way, a little side note. I might be doing commentary on one of those matches that you were refereeing on, so I'm excited to see that.
Are you going to come down to Texas?
I'm not coming down to Texas, but Mike sends me up some of the matches and stuff, and me and my other guys, Joe, we do commentary once in a while for it. So we told Mike we had a vested interest and we wanted to get that one. So.
Dude, I never knew how much went into these shows, man. But holy shit, dude, they're so entertaining, and I had so much fun, man, being a guest referee. It was in my hometown too, so right. You gotta bring out the mighty Mateo, man, in Loveland, Texas.
Hell yeah,
that's awesome, man. I'm glad that you had fun with that, and it's something kind of different, and it gets your name out there too.
Man, yeah, of course, the younger people around my age and around my brother's age, they know who I am because of them and what I do. But some the older people and the younger people, it was good, man. Seeing the crowd and just having people take pictures with me, it was definitely something different. And I had a lot of fun doing it. Interacting with the fans and just talking with people, man. It was cool to see them entertained by the wrestling event that Michael set up. It was nice.
Would that be something you'd want to do some more of if the opportunity came around?
Man, I'm not too sure, man. Like, if the opportunity came around later on in my career, yes. But right now, I'm a fighter. I'm a fighter
Yeah.
first, and that's something I can look forward to in the future, and get the hang down for it and all that.
Absolutely, man. Now, Chevy, do you have any more questions?
No pre-planned ones. No.
Okay, because I know our man's training. We want to let him back to training. So I just want, before we let you go, then a prediction. How you getting it done? How's this fight ended?
Um, I plan on knocking this dude out. You know, he's gonna want to stand and bang with me, which that's fine with me. I've always been known for my hands, man. And you know, I feel as though I'm gonna catch him off a counter. He's gonna try to throw some fancy kicks, man. But I'm just gonna just step into him and just work my game. I'm gonna out cardio him and make him drown. That's one thing people don't know about me, man. From that cross country background, I have cardio for
Right.
days. I can fight for hours. In order to get me out of there, man, you're gonna have to kill me. And this guy, he ain't gonna kill me. I'm gonna take him out and work my way back up that ladder, man. I have a goal for the end of this year to be in the UFC or even fight in Bellator, and that's one loss doesn't define who you are. It's all about how you pick yourself back up and get back on the high horse. You know, Came in this game to be the best, and I plan on being the best. And I ain't gonna let no one take me out. I'm killing all these dudes, man, one by one. I'm taking them out. I'm bringing their heads back on with me to Levelland, Lubbock, Texas. I don't care who I got to fight. I'll fight the world champ tomorrow, and I kick his ass.
Let's go.
All right,
hyping me up, Mateo. Hyping me up.
Oh man, I'm ready to go, dog. I'm ready to go.
Well, we know you got a training camp to get to, man. We just wanted to touch base with you. We're happy you're doing well. And guys, here at the Combatcast, we'll be promoting Mateo, all ready for this fight.
Hey, hold up right quick.
Yep.
What are some of y'all's New Year's resolutions?
Ooh, good one. For me, besides making sure everything's good with the family, everything's good on that level. I would say on a professional level, just keep promoting this podcast, having great guests such as yourself, and just keep growing, man. Like our brand, we're lucky too. Like I think the first time we talked to you last time, I think we were around 500 subs. We're at 855 right now, so we're just keep going. That's my New Year's resolution. Keep this thing going.
Yeah, I'm with Dave. I'm trying to grow this show. Trying to talk to more fighters like yourself. Hopefully get out to some shows and talk to some guys. Maybe lose a little belly fat.
Hey, you need it right now. It's the winter time.
It's true. Yeah, it's cold up here. Yeah.
Oh man, it's freaking hot and windy down here, dog.
Yeah.
Well, Mateo, hey man, best of luck to you. We know you're gonna kill it, and we're gonna have you on again in the future, man. I see you being a regular for a long time.
Yeah,
so
we're rooting for you, Mateo.
I really appreciate y'all doing this for me, man. It means a lot, and dang, let's see if I can flip the camera. Can I flip the camera around? Damn, I can't. Anyways, man, I got a bunch of young killers over here training, man. I'm ready to go, man. I'm ready to put on the show for y'all. If you guys don't know, Peak Fighting Championship, I think they're doing an online pay-per-view for this one. Just tune in. And, I'm planning on just making my run in 2023 and plan on being in the UFC by the end of this year.
Let's go.
Sounds good,
you
man.
Already know.
All right, guys.